My case was dismissed. Will they recharge me in tribal court? My name is Ted Hassey. I'm an attorney practicing in federal and tribal courts in Indian country in Oklahoma. The short answer is usually yes, you are going to be recharged. So here we're talking about the common questions that we see folks asking, particularly people who are Indian in Indian country or have a loved one who's Indian in Indian country. A lot of times they want to know, my case was dismissed by the state court, what's going to happen next? Too often I end up with defendants who are surprised to find themselves charged again in tribal court. And frequently the first question they want to ask is, how can they do this to me? My case was dismissed. Hasn't this been resolved? And then I find myself in the fortunate position of having to deliver the bad news that they can do that. If there is tribal jurisdiction, they can always charge you no matter what the state decided to do. And it's unfortunate that frequently people are not being informed by their lawyers in state court that a dismissal is not the end of it. The one caveat is, even worse news. Will they recharge me in tribal court? Well, sometimes you're going to be charged in federal court. And that's, certainly one of the reasons why you want to talk to folks. If you're Indian and you're in state court, you want to talk to folks that can help you evaluate, what the next step is going to be after dismissal, because sometimes you're out of the pot and into the fire. Too many times I've seen defendants think that they were off the hook and then end up in a worse position because they ended up with a federal charge. Roughly speaking, it's not always the circumstance, but oftentimes is. You're in the worst position in federal court, and you're usually better off in tribal court. So if you're coming out of state court because of a jurisdictional issue, because you're Indian in Indian country, it can get worse. It's not always going to get better. And with certain charges, even in tribal court, things can be worse for you too. Sometimes with the domestic violence charges, it depends. You can be in a worse position, or I see this especially with second or subsequent DUIs. Folks are expecting a break. Tribal courts are not often offering breaks on cases like that. And then any case where somebody dies, they're taking it very seriously. If your loved one is facing charges anywhere in Indian country, you anticipate that there's going to be jurisdictional issues, you're going to want to come talk to us. We're going to be able to help you. We're the experts in this area. We're happy to answer your questions. My name is Ted Hassey, and we can be reached at 918-932-2800.